Hello everyone, today we will talk about the transit of Ceres. Transiting Ceres is in quincunx with the natal moon. How transiting Ceres will behave in quincunx with the natal moon depends on the position of the natal moon. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets in aspect to your natal moon. But the basics are as follows. During this period, your desire to show care and make others feel at home is out of sync with your own desire for care and comfort. Therefore, this time falls under an emotionally disturbing period when you are quite sensitive to moods, and you have heightened sensitivity and negative attitudes. The increase in restlessness and insecurity as you question your self-confidence, and question your commitments, will lead to insecurity in your work environment and home atmosphere. The tension between the ways and habits you have, the habits with which you nurture those around you and yourself, and what you need, leads to a feeling of emotional unrest. The way you provide care to Ceres is likely not to meet the emotional needs of the moon or vice versa. Individuals will feel that they are doing a lot for others, but not getting the same in return, or that their emotional needs are being neglected, possibly by themselves. One of the key things is that it would be necessary to get in touch with your inner feelings and think about some of the ways in which you instinctively react, how you react with your close family members, and how you react in your work environment. The quincunx itself is a very awkward aspect and as such very disharmonious and brings misdirected expression of work habits and anger, which your work environment also does not support, resulting in undermining your emotional state. For individuals, this transition leads to conflict with others and is likely to bring fears and jealousy to the surface. Eventually, you will have to face these insecurities and fears of yours in order to show care and strength for others. But to avoid this, it would be best to find new ways to express your habits and desires without crossing boundaries, and yet ultimately staying true to yourself. So with effort, you will be more aware of your emotional and caring connection with others without sacrificing your independence. As we have already mentioned, the quincunx itself is very mismatched, while Ceres and the moon cannot find a common language because they are not on the same values. In the case when Ceres attacks the moon, we can say that it is a milder version of just a transit. The opposite situation would fall much harder on the individual, although it would last shorter. The transit of Ceres to the moon itself in this case will last up to 10 days and brings with it a lot of conflict over food and routines because both Ceres and the moon are related to nutrition and household routines. The transit will cause problems with eating habits, comfort foods, or the way you take care of your body and home life. Individuals will also experience emotional erosion and guilt due to worry or irregular routines. An imbalance in caregiving is evident if you give too much or too little in relationships, especially family ones, where this transit will highlight the imbalance. Individuals will need to examine how much difficulty they have in letting go of attachments to the past, how emotionally supportive they are of others, and whether they are receiving enough care themselves, including their past emotional state at this time, or the natal position of the moon. You will also need to make a greater effort to appreciate others who are trying to nurture you and help you feel at home now. Adjusting to your expectations of how others express their support and whether they express feelings for them will be a real challenge for individuals. Ultimately, we can say that during this period your understanding of how to nurture others while taking care of your own needs is enhanced by confronting your deeper fears. It is best to adapt to new conditions and changes in your home environment that you are unhappy with, but which are now necessary. Making decisions about family matters will be difficult, especially since your emotions will color your thoughts and moods regarding such matters. Instead, Wait until a more appropriate time when you can act sensitively and clearly understand.